Cześć, z tej strony Patrycja z Korepetycja Patrycja. Zaraz obejrzysz powtórkę naszego webinaru z najfajniejszą nauczycielką-native speakerką z USA pod słońcem, ale zanim do tego przejdziemy, to chciałabym Ci zaprezentować specjalną ofertę dla osób, które oglądają to nagranie. Więcej też o tym kursie i o tej promocji będziemy mówić właśnie z Kim w tym webinarze, także chcę Ci pokrótce przedstawić, o co chodzi i czego możesz się spodziewać. Jak wiesz, specjalność nasza to kursy fiszkowe stworzone na platformie, którą ja osobiście rozwijam, bo pracuję przy tym startupie i cała ta promocja, o której zaraz Ci chwilę opowiem, dotyczy naszych kursów fiszkowych. I uwaga, w tym momencie odpalamy promkę, czyli specjalną obniżkę na nasze kursy fiszkowe. Pierwszy kurs objęty promocją to kurs 1000 słówek do poziomu B2, czyli wszystkie wyrażenia i słówka, które musisz znać, żeby godnie reprezentować poziom B2, żeby nie czuć, że powtarzasz się cały czas, używasz tych samych nudnych słów typu I'm happy, it's all good, bad. Straszne słówka, które jakby funkcjonują, ale wiadomo, że na poziomie B2 chcemy się trochę popisać naszym słownictwem, więc w tym kursie poznasz takie słowa jak między innymi to deprive, to discourage, crucial, to keep track of something, misleading, to provide, establish, cautious, eager, on average, in the long run, apparently, in order to. Wszystkie, które naprawdę pomogą Ci właśnie wskoczyć na poziom B2, a nauczysz się ich w formie interaktywnych fiszek z wymową, obrazkiem i kontekstem i uwaga, wymowa też będzie całego zdania. W tym kursie znajdziesz też bonusy, na przykład checklisty do druku oraz elementy grywalizacji, bo dostęp do tego konta na naszej platformie masz własny, czyli indywidualne konto, na którym zachowują się Twoje powtórki i działa tak zwany inteligentny system powtórek, który dobiera tempo nauki właśnie do Ciebie w poszczególnych rozdziałach, a w tym kursie rozdziałów jest aż 10. Drugi kurs objęty tą promocją to kurs do biznesowego angielskiego i znowu nauka wygląda bardzo podobnie, bo mamy interaktywne fiszki z wymową, obrazkiem i kontekstem, dzięki czemu te wyrażenia zapamiętasz od razu i na dłużej. I tutaj przy tym kursie razem pracowałyśmy z Kim, dlatego że ona jest tutaj ekspertką od języka biznesowego i ja z tym kursem sama się uczyłam, bo tak w ogóle poznałyśmy się z Kim, czyli ja szukałam nauczyciela do Business English ze względu na moje startupowe zainteresowania i prezentacje przed inwestorami, którą miałam do zrobienia. No i powiem Ci szczerze, że jak wcześniej jakoś gdzieś olewałam temat Business English i myślałam, że to trzeba pracować w międzynarodowej korporacji, żeby ten język mi się przydał. Tak teraz, odkąd się uczę z tym kursem, widzę, że te słówka są wokół mnie. W podcastach, serialach, we wszystkich artykułach, które czytam, zawsze zwracam na nie uwagę i zapamiętuję bardzo dobrze, bo zawsze przed kim chwalę się, że to jest w naszym kursie. Ja pracuję nad swoim angielskim z native speakerem, bo zawsze jest się czego uczyć, a tutaj nauki Ci nie zabraknie, bo w tym kursie jest aż 1000 najpotrzebniejszych wyrażeń i słówek, dzięki którym właśnie poczujesz, że jesteś na tym poziomie Business English i nic, co biznesowe nie będzie dla Ciebie obce. Jeśli chodzi o bonusy w tym kursie, to do pobrania masz aż 20 checklist, po jednej do każdego rozdziału, z którymi sprawdzisz, ile po prostu pamiętasz z każdego rozdziału oraz, uwaga, test końcowy na koniec, czyli final test do rozwiązania, żeby sprawdzić, czy rzeczywiście pamiętasz wszystko. Jeśli te oba kursy Ci się podobały, to są one w promocji 2 w 1. Masz teraz taką możliwość ograniczoną w czasie, więc lepiej się pospieszyć, żeby 2 kursy zakupić w bardzo, bardzo promocyjnej cenie i otrzymać 2000 najpotrzebniejszych wyrażeń i słówek do poziomu B2 i do poziomu Business English. Tutaj możesz też zapoznać się z opiniami osób, które już je zakupiły, a zaraz zajrzymy sobie do środka kursu, żebyś zobaczyła, jak taka interaktywna nauka w formie interaktywnych fiszek wygląda od środka. Logujemy się do panelu kursanta. Tak on właśnie wygląda od środka. Własne dane do logowania i własny profil, na którym zapisują się Twoje postępy w nauce. To wszystko jest możliwe dzięki wbudowanemu systemowi inteligentnych powtórek, który układa powtórki materiału indywidualnie pod Ciebie, w zależności od tego, czy tych powtórek potrzebujesz więcej, bo po prostu trudniej zapamiętać Ci nowe słówka, czy szybko łapiesz nowe słówka w locie i nie chcesz robić nudnych powtórek słów, które już bardzo dobrze znasz. To wszystko znajdziesz właśnie na tej interaktywnej platformie LearnNote, gdzie mieści się mój fiszkowy kurs. To jak wyglądają te fiszki od środka? Już pokazuję. Klikamy w przycisk nauka. Każda taka interaktywna fiszka to nauka z obrazkiem i kontekstem. Dzięki temu taka nauka jest dużo bardziej skuteczna. I uwaga, sprawdzana jest też tutaj nasza również pisownia. I ja właśnie tutaj zrobiłam literówkę i od razu mogę porównać moją błędną odpowiedź i zobaczyć, w którym miejscu dokładnie ją popełniłam. Plus mogę poćwiczyć swoją wymowę, powtarzając za lektorem całe przykładowe zdanie. W ten oto sposób. Kolejnym elementem w tym kursie są, uwaga, interaktywne ćwiczenia. Po pierwsze, możesz podejrzeć wszystkie słówka w danym rozdziale i poćwiczyć sobie wymowę poszczególnych słówek i całych zdań i pobawić się całym tym kontentem, a następnie wykonać serię różnych interaktywnych ćwiczeń, z których pierwsze to ćwiczenie na prawda, fałsz, szybka runda pytań i odpowiedzi i natychmiastowy feedback. Kolejnym ćwiczeniem jest ćwiczenie na ABC, podobne zasady, wybierasz poprawną odpowiedź i od razu otrzymujesz feedback, czy ta odpowiedź jest dobra, czy też nie. I zadanie numer 3 to zadanie na słuchanie. Musisz usłyszeć dane wyrażenie bądź słówko i wpisać je poprawnie w miejsce. W ten oto sposób. No i zerkamy do ostatniego przycisku, który czeka na nas właśnie w naszym fiszkowym interaktywnym kursie, czyli przycisk plik. Tutaj znajdziesz pliki do pobrania. W tym kursie między innymi będą to checklisty do druku, które możesz sobie wydrukować i z nimi sprawdzić sobie, ile już umiesz z danego rozdziału. I tak właśnie wygląda ta interaktywna nauka w formie interaktywnych fiszek od środka. Zachęcam Cię, żeby sprawdzić szczegóły na temat kursu poniżej, zapoznać się z opiniami, no i przetestować tę formę nauki w praktyce. A to dlatego, że nauka w formie fiszek jest przyjemna, skuteczna i wciągająca. Naprawdę zobaczysz szybkie efekty, tak zresztą jak osoby, które już z tych kursów skorzystały, dzięki temu, że masz ochotę się uczyć i za każdym razem ten kurs możesz mieć przy sobie, bo równie dobrze możesz korzystać z niego na telefonie, na komputerze, na tablecie, gdzie tylko chcesz i kiedy masz ochotę zrobić sobie szybką powtórkę. To co? Zapraszam Cię na webinar z Kim, miłego oglądania i miłej nauki angielskiego z nami. Do zobaczenia. Cześć, pa! Okay, guys, you're in. Wszyscy są w środku. Dajcie mi proszę znać, czy mnie dobrze słychać i widać i czy czat działa, czy wszystko sprawnie poszło i możemy zaraz zaczynać. Jakby co, to Kim już jest w naszej poczekalni. Przed chwilą miałyśmy próbę generalną i po naszej stronie technicznie wszystko śmiga, ale widzę, że i u Was też, więc dobrze, bo bez problemów technicznych rzadko kiedy się obywa. Mi na przykład jutro mają odciąć internet, także dobrze, że nie dzisiaj, tylko jutro. Całe szczęście, słuchajcie, więc ten webinar może się odbyć. Dobra, poczekamy jeszcze sekundkę na spóźnialskich, bo widzę, że z sekundy na sekundę coraz więcej Was tutaj przybywa i dochodzi bosko. Dajcie mi proszę znać, czy jest to Wasz pierwszy webinar nasz. O, Michasia pisze, że kolejny webinar. Który był Twój pierwszy? Pamiętacie w ogóle tematy webinarów i czego się uczyliśmy na ostatnich lekcjach z Kim, naszą nauczycielką, native speakerką, bo tych webinarów już było za nami trochę, no i niestety muszę Wam powiedzieć, że to będzie jeden z ostatnich w tej serii, a to dlatego, że przez wakacje zamierzamy zrobić sobie małą przerwę, Kim jedzie na wakacje, ja też i to będą trochę dłuższe, no i też nasz sklep będzie wyłączony z użytku, dlatego też tutaj planujemy sobie drobną, chwilę, wiecie, oddechu. Dajemy z siebie zawsze 100%, żebyście mogli tutaj się z nami uczyć angielskiego, więc nam się też odpoczynek należy. O, Michasia pisze, że była na bezbłędnym angielskim, Ania na walentynkowym, super. Po raz pierwszy. Have a nice holiday, dzięki. Ja już tak naprawdę nie mogę się doczekać. Ja Wam tutaj zostawiam pierwsze pytanie na rozgrzewkę i zaproszę w międzyczasie do nas Kim. Kim, are you there? Can you hear us? Please turn your camera and your mic on so that we can start.
Here I am. Hello, everybody.
Awesome. So guys, if you have any questions, leave them for me in the comments, in the chat box. I will be replying to all of them and enjoy your lesson with Kim.
Thank you, Patty. So everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful week so far. I am so glad that you have joined us for this webinar tonight. And I'm sure you're going to learn a lot of things. And as Patty said, any questions that you have, please put them in the chat box. So here we go. We are going to talk tonight about words in English that can have more than one meaning. Before we get into that, I would like to know what your answer to this question is. How many different meanings can a word in English have? Do you think A, every single word has only one meaning? B, they can have up to 10, or C, a bazillion? How many things? B, C, C? Okay, good. Well, as you'll see tonight, most words will have, on average, about 3 to 5 meanings. Now, that does not include phrasal verbs or idioms or idiomatic expressions, because those can have more. And it can sometimes seem like it's a bazillion, but we're going to go through some of them, and hopefully some of them will be a surprise to you. So get your thinking caps on and let's get started. All right, so for number one word. Now remember, only one word can fit in these blanks, okay? So the first sentence, I have an ant bite on my It's important to yourself with a solid education. What word in English would you think this could be? And I will give you a hint. It is a part of your body. It's a part of your body from basically the waist up, let's say. Any clues? Anything coming to your mind? Where can you have an ant bite, or maybe even a mosquito? Arm. Yes, very good. Arm is the word here. Okay, so I have an ant bite on my arm. Okay, so your arm. To arm yourself means, in military use, you have your guns, for example, or dynamite or grenades, things like that. But to arm yourself in this case, also to arm yourself with a solid education, means to have everything you need to succeed. Okay, so you have all the knowledge that you need. You've gotten it at school and through training, so you are armed to succeed. And as in military, you are armed to succeed in battle. Okay, very good. Next one. I worked for a and he jumped in and swam to the opposite I'll give you a hint. It is a place where you keep your money. A place where you keep your money. Where do you keep your money? Bank. Yes, very good. So I worked for a bank where you keep your money. Or he jumped in and swam to the opposite bank. The bank means where basically the water and the sand meet. So the beach, kind of, it's where these two places meet. So the bank of the river, the bank of the ocean, the bank of the lake. Okay, so there's your two meanings for bank. Very good. Nicely done. Okay, let's move to number 3. Now, this word, you see, can have 4 different meanings. Let's have a few drinks at the He passed the after 2 tries. I wish I had a of gold, which I really wish I did. Prison cells are made with solid steel. Yes, very good. Bar. Whoops. Do we not have that one? So, few drinks at the bar. Americans call it a bar. Europeans call it a pub. There is a little bit of a difference, but at the bar. He passed the bar. If you want to be a lawyer, the exam that you take to become a lawyer is called the bar exam. So you pass the bar. I wish I had a bar of gold. So you know those chunks. It's really in a big heavy thing. I wish I did have a bar of gold. And prison cells. So when you see like all these stripes, kind of, those are metal bars. Okay. Very good. Nicely done. I have some other examples of the word bar. He sang 2 bars of the song. So bars of a song are just like 2 lines. I will bar you from the pub if you cause problems. So that means you're banned. Another word for that is banned. You're banned from the bar. So you can no longer come into the bar. You are barred. He's the most famous actor in the country, bar none. Bar none is kind of just a saying that means no one else is better than he is. He is the best, bar none. And I ate 3 bars of chocolate. Yes, a bar of chocolate. I can eat more if if you put a gun to my head, I'll definitely eat more bars of chocolate. Okay, good. Number 4. So what about this one? The key was hanging on a by the door. I've broken my I've my English exam. What do you think this could be? Any ideas? Any ideas at all? No, this might be new for some of you. Nail. Nail is the right word for this. So normally a nail on the door is the long, thin piece of metal with normally a small, flat, round head. So a nail that you put in the wall to hang pictures or a calendar on. I've broken my nail. And my nails aren't that big or that long, but these are your nails on your hands. You know, ladies, we get our nails done at the nail salon, you know? And I've nailed my English exam. This is kind of an expression that means, yes, I passed it. I aced it. I nailed it. It means I got it all right. Yeah. So many different ways to use the word nail. Okay, number 5. The number 3 is an number. He worked a lot of jobs when he was younger. Her behavior is very odd. Yes, very good. Very good. Number 3 is an odd number. Even numbers 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, so on are odd numbers. He worked a lot of odd jobs. Means, you know, maybe he helped the neighbor work in their yard or their garden. He worked at Starbucks. He worked at McDonald's. Just a few little, you know, nothing permanent. Just a few little odd jobs here and there. Her behavior is very odd. Another word for that is strange or unusual, just not normal. And yeah, well, that's odd. That's, you know, different. Okay, number 6. She looks a lot like Taylor Swift, but you can't her for Julia Roberts. I made several in this report. Don't what I said. I am not sorry for insulting you. What word could go in this blank? Mark, you're getting close. It does start with an M. Yes, mistake. Mistake can mean a few different things in English. She looks like Taylor Swift, but you can't mistake her for Julia Roberts. That means definitely she looks like this person, but not like that person. To mistake someone for someone else means that you think they are this other person, okay? I made several mistakes. Most of the time, this is how we use this word. You make a mistake, yeah? You did something wrong. And the third one, don't mistake what I said. It's very similar to the word understand. Don't misunderstand me. But mistake in this case, don't mistake what I said. I may not have been as clear. I may have said, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry for this. I insulted you. You deserved it. There's an old saying. It goes something like, oh, I'm sorry for saying you're stupid. I thought you already knew. Something like that, yeah? So don't mistake, don't misunderstand what I said. Don't take it in the wrong way. You can use this in a positive or a negative way as well. Okay, any questions? Taking notes. Good, 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 good. Any questions so far? We going through? We're going all right. Okay. Next one. I don't think his jokes are very I told my teenage son not to do anything while I wasn't at home. My car has been making a noise. Mark said he had to work late. Oh, well that's I just saw him in the pub across the street. Yes, funny. Very good. A lot of people, they hear this word and, okay, strange would be a way to be another way to say it. But, you know, in English, sometimes I always say words in English have power and they draw pictures in our mind. And strange and funny can draw sometimes a different picture depending on the context of what we've said. And most people think the word funny means ha-ha. And that's the only way non-native speakers will use it. But as you see, you can use it in different ways. Number one means ha-ha. His jokes are not ha-ha funny. I told my son not to do anything funny. In this case, strange would not be a good fit for that. It would not be a good synonym. In sentence number 2, a good synonym would be, I told my teenage son not to do anything illegal or anything I don't want him to do. Okay? Like, I don't know, could be tons of things. Throwing a party, for example. Yeah? So don't do anything funny while I'm not here. My car's been making a strange noise, a funny noise, weird noise. Oh, that's funny. In this case, funny means, oh, well, that's, it's not exactly true. So strange would not really fit here as a good synonym. You say, oh, he told me he had to work late tonight. Oh, well, that's funny. Here it'd be, well, that's interesting. In a different way, you could say, well, that's interesting because I just saw him kissing a girl in the pub across the street. Yeah. So funny can have different meanings. All right, number 8. Here we go. I want one more piece of cake, please, especially if it's chocolate. These shoes fit, right? Your plan, might work. I'm, about done with this report or with the report. What word could fit in here? I'll give you a hint. It starts with a J. Just, very good, yes. Just can also mean, oh, I didn't go through those, I apologize. Forgot we had more sentences. I just want one more piece of cake, please. In this case, just means only, okay? A lot of times, just and only can be interchanged, but not always. This shoe fits just right. That means, oh, I can't say it a different way. It's just perfect. Absolutely. It's absolutely right. Your plan just might work. This might seem a little strange or odd to some people. That means, oh, you've got a really good chance that you've got more of a chance that it would work than a chance that it won't work. I know that sounds a little weird, but it just might. I think you've got a really good chance it's going to work. I'm just about done with the report. In this case, just means almost. So this much more and I'll be done. Another sentence, 4 more sentences. He got his just desserts. This is a special expression meaning he did something that he shouldn't have done, and the consequences are exactly what he deserves. He got punished for it, let's say. So he got his just desserts. Okay? She lives just down the road means just a few. See, just, we use it all the time. If you take it out of my vocabulary, I couldn't talk. She lives just down the road, meaning, only a few, again, only would work here. A few steps, a few feet maybe. The sunset is just beautiful. Here you could say it's really beautiful. It's, absolutely beautiful. He is a good and just man. Here, the word just refers to justice and what is legally correct. So that means he follows the law. Okay? You can trust what he says. He's very trustworthy. He doesn't do anything illegal. So he's a good and just man. Okay, guys, good. Number 9. I love strawberry. There was a big traffic today. Only one elevator was working and everyone into it. Jam, yes. Now, again, I apologize. I forget when we've got more than 3 or 4 sentences. I love strawberry jam. Most people are familiar with jam, okay? There was a big traffic jam. A lot of people know this in English. Traffic jam, back to back, bumper to bumper. Only one elevator was working. Everybody jammed into it. That means everybody just got really close and shoulder to shoulder, and you're squished in. You're jammed in. I'm going to my boyfriend's jam session tonight. A jam session is musicians. When they just get together, they hang out, and they just play music. It's not for any people. It's just, hey, let's have fun. Let's just jam. Okay? The paper was jammed in the copy machine. Something gets jammed in. So like in a copy machine, there's a paper jam. Okay? So the paper is stuck in there. You can say it's stuck, but jammed is more like, think of a traffic jam. Everything, or in the elevator, it's all kind of compacted in. And that's, yeah, a paper jam. Okay, good. Number 10. He his own cigarettes. I forgot to buy for dinner. Go ahead and the dice. Don't your eyes at me. Yes, roll. Very good. So, a couple more. We'll go through those. Roll. There we go. He rolls his own cigarettes. So, you know, when they roll them. I forgot to buy rolls for dinner. Rolls, at least in America, can be these little kind of tiny little ones, or maybe in Europe I've seen them a little bit longer like that. But they're the smaller pieces of bread. I don't know what they're called in Polish. I know in German it's brötchen, so small pieces of bread. Go ahead and roll the dice. Now, to roll the dice can be literally to roll the dice when you're in Vegas. If you roll the dice figuratively, that means go ahead, take the chance and do it. Don't roll your eyes at me. So let's see if I can do this, if you can see. Roll, yeah, you know, that's, give me an eye roll. Teenagers do that to their parents, right? Oh, mom. Yeah, don't roll your eyes at me. She rolled down the window. Now, in the old days, back in my day, you literally had to roll down the window, okay, with a crank or a lever. And nowadays, you just have a push button, right? But it's still considered rolling down the window. Let the cameras roll. This is Hollywood talk. So that means action. Cameras are rolling. Back in the old days, before they have what they have now, you literally held the camera and cranked it. So rolling the camera. Don't roll your R's. And that is okay? So a lot of dialects, several languages, they roll their R's. Yeah? I kind of like it in some languages. I think it sounds nice, but that's when somebody speaks with like Ramon. It's normally Spanish. I hear it a lot. Ramon. That's rolling your R's. Okay, good. Number 11. Some leather products are made from the skin of We the deal. The king put his on the document. Seal, yes, very good. Okay, so seal can be an animal. It can be a thing. So number 1, some leather products are made from the skin of a seal or seals, okay? We sealed the deal means we shook hands. The deal is done. Contracts are signed. Done deal. We sealed the deal. The king put his seal on the document. They used to have rings, signet rings, and with hot wax, and they would press their rings into it. Nowadays, it's more of a stamp, but that's the seal on a document. My father gave his seal of approval on my new boyfriend. If you give somebody your seal of approval, and this together is a phrase, to give somebody your seal of approval means, yes, go ahead, do it. I approve. No problem from me. So that's your seal of approval. Make sure you seal the box tightly. So imagine you're moving and you put a lot of stuff into your boxes and you've got this masking tape is what we call it. So normally it's the brown or tan colored tape. And when you close it up, that's sealing it. Okay. When there's a tight seal around something, that's what that is when you're closing something. So, you know, you have to cut it to open it. So you seal the package. Okay. There's another one that just came to my head. Keep your lips sealed. That means shut up and don't say a word. This is a secret. Don't tell everybody. And you can say, my lips are sealed. It means I'm not going to tell a single soul. Okay. Number 12. He is a guy. Don't be so with me. It was a trip. Do we have more for this one? I'm afraid to give you the answer. Good. That would work for number 1, but not number 2. Shy wouldn't work, but you're on the right course. It does start with a S. If you think of number 3, it is the opposite of long. What is short? Yes. Very good. Here are some other sentences. She's on brains and he has a temper. Short fits in all of these. So he's a short guy, so he's not tall like me. I'm short, okay? Don't be short with me means another word would be curt, or, just giving short, quick answers in an angry way. Yes, no, okay, I'll do it. To be short with somebody means to just give 1 or 2 word replies or answers, and in a mean, nasty way. It was a short trip, so it wasn't long. She's short on brains. If you're short on something, you can be short on brains. You can be short on time. Short on cash means you don't have enough of something. Okay, short on brains, short on time, short on money. I don't have enough. He has a short temper or a short fuse means he gets angry really, really quickly. If you have a short temper, that is not a good thing. All right, guys, you're doing good. And here we are coming to number 13. So it's wet outside. Be careful not to and fall. I'm sorry I forgot your birthday. It totally my mind. You should ask her out. Don't let her away. Not many women wear nowadays, and the party was boring, so I out and went home. Yes, slip. Very good. So let me explain what these mean. It's wet outside. Be careful not to slip and fall. So you can't really say trip. Trip means there's something there that causes you to fall over it. Slip is it's slippery. So you slip and fall. It totally slipped my mind means I totally forgot. It just kind of slipped out of my brain. Don't let her slip away means don't let her get away. Or don't let him get away. He's a good guy. She's a good girl. You better ask her out. You better marry that person. They're good for you. Don't let them slip away. Don't let them get away from you. Not many women wear slips nowadays. A slip was something that was very popular back in the 70s, 80s, and part of the 90s, I believe. It's a piece of thin white, normally silk or satin. Can be cotton as well. It's white, normally white, and it could be either full length or just from your waist down. And it was just an extra piece of something to cover between your underwear and your clothes. Yeah. Not so popular nowadays. They are quite uncomfortable. The party was boring, so I slipped out and went home. If you slip out, you can slip out of a meeting, slip out of a party. That means you quietly got up and left and nobody noticed, or you hope nobody noticed, okay? So you slip out and then you're not there anymore. Okay, guys, that was your 13 words that might surprise you. So, do you have any questions about any of these words? What word was new for you?
Let us know in the chat box. I really want to know how much you have learned today. Was there anything new that you learned? Something that was surprising?
So many meanings so far.
Yes. Oh, yeah. There are plenty of those. And slip, was a new one.
I think that one especially, knowing that it used to be a piece of clothing, that's usually new for a lot of people. Yeah.
Okay, guys, so it's almost time for our Q&A part. So if you have any questions in Polish to me or in English to Kim, because she still can't speak Polish, but it's totally understandable. Polish is a difficult language. That is why we learn English, because it's much easier, is it? I don't know.
Yeah.
So guys, type those questions in the chat box so that we can talk about those. Yeah. Anything you like, really. Netflix.
It was the best webinar. Thank you.
Awesome. I'm really glad to hear that. So Kim and I, we've been working on our flashcard courses. Yes. So Kim, how difficult was it to come up with all those thousands of words and new expressions for people to teach them?
I've often said I'm not that creative. You give me an idea and I can run with it. And when we started talking about it, it took a little bit of time, but getting all these words together and getting the sentences, and then it was a lot of fun, because I also found myself when I was having conversations with my friends or when I was out at the pub, I would really pay a lot more attention to what I was saying. And when I'd hear a word, I got to write that down. And I'd make a note in my phone.
Same here.
It was a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to think about these words. And it's kind of like I remove myself from the situation so I can put myself in the non-native's shoes and say,
I mean, do you notice those imperfections? Let's call those.
Yeah, I notice imperfections. Absolutely. I mean, I've been doing it for, doing this a long time. I do notice it. I would say that's a really good question. Makes me have to think. I would say the most difficult would be a beginner, somebody who has just started to learn English, more so than somebody who doesn't speak perfectly, because there's different degrees, different levels of being perfect, and as long as the sentence structure is 60% there, it's understandable. But the most difficult is somebody who has just started, because they don't really know sentence structure, and the words get mixed up, and that would be the most difficult.
Yeah, but it's, they still get A for effort, right? For trying and learning.
Absolutely. I mean, I have a lot of respect for those who are just starting out and who are learning. I mean, for everybody learning, but when they're just starting out, I know that it can be scary, and they don't want to be incorrect. They don't want to be wrong. They don't want to make mistakes. And, a lot of people are scared to have lessons because, it's not good enough. But when you make the effort, that, kudos, a lot of respect for at least making the effort. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, let me look for other questions for you. It was much better than the lessons in school. Okay.
I saw that one. Thank you. I try. I only had, in my years of school, I only had one really good English teacher, and I kind of model a little bit of what I do after how he was, because he was the best. And I know how in Europe some of the English teachers are, and you don't get an opportunity you don't really learn everything. And when I teach, I try to give people, well, it's like I told you, Patty, real English, not book English. What you're going to hear versus what you're going to read in a book.
Yeah, those are totally two different things. And I can tell because I studied English for 5 years, believe it or not, and I still have a boatload to learn.
You can say a boatload. That's fine, yeah.
Okay. Do you know another language, Aniela is asking?
If that's for me, yes. I can still speak some German. It hasn't totally left me yet. Very, very, very little French, and I only remember some bad words in Italian because I lived in those countries. So, but I can have still a decent conversation in German.
Awesome. I like German a lot. Yeah, it's one of the best languages out there, really. But English, of course, conquers them all.
Well, German's difficult, but I think, no offense, guys, but Polish, I think, is even more so, because you got letters with different symbols, and the pronunciation rules. Yeah, it's difficult.
I get it. You don't have to, explain yourself. It's understandable. It's obvious. Nobody wants to learn Polish. It's just too difficult, and it doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
To start with,
it's going to take me a long time to
really
learn Polish.
The reason, right?
I need to have a real reason.
Yeah.
If I found the Polish version of Hugh Jackman, that would be reason enough. What is your favorite language? Okay, I don't want to offend anybody, but French. I've always been in love with the French language. I think it's very romantic. I could sit and listen for hours to somebody speak French, even if I didn't understand a word of what they said. And having to learn Italian and French, believe it or not, I'm probably the only person in the world that says French is easier than Italian. French is kind of in my blood anyway, but I just love the language. And the food is wonderful as well.
Oh, wow. So many people joined our course now. That's so awesome, guys. You already have your summer plans here planned for you.
Yeah, there you go.
To practice with. Yeah.
Take your time during the summer, and we can do some lessons, practice, and impress your friends.
Yeah, with the vocabulary you are going to learn with those flashcard courses. Okay, guys, so I think that would be it. So it was a pleasure, guys. See you next time. And
have a great weekend.
Yeah, and learn some more English with our courses then. Bye!
Yeah. Bye, guys!